For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors. They'll go up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Green.
And guys, this effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request was finally granted. And now he has a new start in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James. And the Lakers now boast 2 top 10 players. Kevin, this is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. These are 2 rugged teams, Doris. Rugged teams. Battle-hardened, tested, scrappy. This will be fun.
This will be fun, and we know one thing, Kevin. The execution is going to be there. There's a number of players tonight who've proven themselves capable when the game is hanging in the balance. Both teams run great stuff. I can't wait to see the action.
I can't either. Now, Golden State's starting 5. Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Russell. And it's Poole in at the 2 spot. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis. And it's Bradley in at the point guard. Here's Poole. The pass to Russell from deep. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Here's Bradley. And that one is off. Nice D from Russell. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Suns. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Poole's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Warriors. LeBron outside. Over Robinson, and that one's good. James.
Well, this guy can fill it up from anywhere. James is adept at realizing when to take advantage of that mid-range game he possesses.
Now, here is Russell. 33 points last game.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
From outside the arc, and Davis can't get it to go. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bradley against Russell. Outside Robinson from past the arc. Rebound the Lakers. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's Poole following the basket by LeBron James. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
And Davis throws it down.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Bradley. LeBron against Robinson. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And it's Green missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Poole, the pass to Russell. Passes it to Poole. And here is Green. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Bradley. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Bradley. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And James with the basket on the assist by Bradley. And that's now 6 points for LeBron. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 4-point game. On the money from 12 feet away.
Boy, I'll tell you, that is tremendous concentration from D'Angelo Russell. Defense draped all over him, and he still makes it.
To the middle. Here's Bradley. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bradley. Drops in the breakaway layup. Bradley's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Bradley against Russell. Tipped away. Stolen by McGee. From 15 feet away, you can't get that one, so Golden State will take it the other way. Here's Poole. McGee with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. LeBron leading the charge. And they double up James. Bradley finds McGee. 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for James. And that one hits back iron.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Doris, Danny Green included in that Kawhi DeRozan trade, and he's an underrated player in his own right.
No doubt, Kevin, because when you examine the net rating, which is basically what impact does a player have on winning, Danny Green is one of the best in the league. This guy is an all-defensive guy. He can make shots when he's open. You can plug him in at a couple of different positions. So much to like about Danny Green.
Let's go to our 2K leaderboard. 3-point shooting, where you expect to see some high percentages from the shooting guard position. And that's just what this group has provided. You look at Green, dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Well, the one thing I love seeing in these early games, seeing the wrinkles that the Stars have added, the new technique or the new move they've added, Doris, during their games they played over the summer.
It feels, Kevin, like if you are not improving over the summer in the NBA, you are falling behind. Case in point, right, is the big men in the NBA. Look at guys like Brook Lopez and Marc Gasol, now able to stretch their game out to three-point territory. So important to keep growing.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Lakers leading by 7. Back to James. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's McGee. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Poole. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard's checked in, and the Warriors making a change here. And so he hits both. Lakers leading by 7. Now here's James. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. Bradley with the bounce pass. Here's Davis. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Here's Pascal. 8 points his last outing. Basket Poole. Out to the right wing. Deep 2 from Russell. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Russell's got his second basket.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Here's Howard. Green with the rebound.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Pascal. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backdoor.
Here's Russell following the bucket by the Lakers. Now a timeout called by Golden State. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Avery Bradley. Bowman passes to Chris. Burks on the wing. Golden State moving it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Bowman. And the Warriors miss again. Lakers leading by 9. Burks with the steal. That one misses. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And it's Cook missing.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Now the pass to Bowman. Kicks to Burks. From downtown, sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Burks is a lethal three-point threat. This guy has such an effortless shooting stroke.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point lead. Davis with it. They picked up 24 points in their last one against the Suns in Phoenix.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there. You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
Here's Burks. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
That's good from Howard on the assist from Cook. And the Lakers lead by 8.
This is a comfort zone for Dwight Howard. The closer he is to the hoop, the more effective he becomes.
Passes it to Bowman. And here's Burks. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Takes a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Inside. Here's Cook. Nails the baby hook.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Chris. Back to Burks. Here's Pascal. Back to Burks. Three-pointer. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Lakers leading by 10. Daniels, he's checked in for the Lakers. There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. Cook looking it over. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Now Burks. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Pass to Bowman. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Beautiful touch from Burks. He excels at knocking down these mid-range shots.
Cook kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Cook. And here's Daniels. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cook. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
Alec Burks, Kevin, continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a 2-guard.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spellman's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Los Angeles leading by 7. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. And there's the pass to Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, there is such a punishing physicality to the game of Dwight Howard. Excellent job getting to the free throw line.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
That free throw, no good.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back 9 of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
Second free throw, no good. That's a 2 from Lee. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Here's Kuzma. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 5. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Lee, and it's Spellman in at the 5 spot. Six on the shot clock.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that one.
Passes it to Kuzma. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Basket good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pass to Spellman. It's good from long range. Spellman's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. They host the Kings after this game, and that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with L.A.?
Well, when you're LeBron James, perhaps no athlete in the history of the NBA has borne the weight of expectation as much as LeBron. So if there's anything short of a playoff appearance, there's disappointment. But what I would say is, through Christmas Day and his first real injury that he had to endure, LeBron was playing like an MVP. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. I expect them to turn things around in Lakerland this year.
I agree with you, and I agree on your prediction. Spellman, and it's sent back by Howard.
Now Dwight Howard, at best, sending it back.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And James subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Here's Russell, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Robinson, that's good. Here is Cook. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Warriors go the other way with it. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Love to see Alec Burks get aggressive with the defense. This guy terrific getting the defense to foul him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And he knocks down the first one. Bradley's checked in for Quinn Cook. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Los Angeles leading by 4. Right side Bradley. Count it. Bradley's got 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Bradley against Russell. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Bradley with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Robinson. James kicks to Bradley. Bounce pass from Kuzma. McGee, the pass to James. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he lays it up and in. 8 points for him.
I'll tell you, you know he's going to garner much defensive attention on the inside. Still, not easy to keep LeBron James from converting.
Here's Spellman. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now, here's Burks. The pass to Russell. Shoots over Bradley. Russell, no luck.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Daniels dishes to LeBron. Over Robinson. And it's James missing.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Burks can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 6. Daniels with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Now, here is Russell. From down low. McGee with the block, but he recovers it. Burks finds Cauley Stein. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
It's amazing to me the defensive instincts Avery Bradley has. This guy's focused, and he's a lockdown defender.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Burks, the pass to Spellman. Now, here's Burks. He's covered by Daniels.
You give Alec Burks a little daylight, this guy is ready to fire.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside Bradley. Passes to Kuzma. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The drive by Russell. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. James with it, out defended by Cauley Stein. Russell with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers leading by 9.
A Sacramento King for his first 4 seasons. Willie Cauley-Stein was ready for a fresh start. They allowed him to leave, and he got his wish in Golden State. The athletic rim runner, a nice pickup for the Dubs.
Now Robinson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Spellman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
First one falls for him.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And the Lakers with some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Daniels. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Bradley. 8 points his last outing. Pass to McGee. There's the dish to LeBron. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors trail by 7. Kicks to Russell. Outside, Green. And the Warriors get it back. Spellman, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Here's Poole. 7 points in the game. There's the pass to Russell. Nailed from three-point land. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
And finished off by Davis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Spellman. 5 points in the game. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Chris, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Here's Poole. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. It's stolen by Green. Now the Lakers on the break. Bradley's got the ball. Here's James, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
The first one falls. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Don't you get the sense that LeBron James is in complete command, not only of himself, but of his teammates? The drive this guy possesses is truly incredible.
The Warriors have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. First free throw is good. Quinn Cook's checked in for the Lakers. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Warriors trail by 8. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lays it up off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Outside, Davis. Dishes to LeBron. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the Lakers turn it over again. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting team. 4th spot held by the Lakers.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Over to the left wing. Releases. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Warriors trail by 8. Here's Poole. 8 points for him. Pass to Green. Here's Bowman. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers leading by 8. In the corner, it's James. He kicks it to Green. Down low and stolen by Chris. Throws it up high, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The floater, and it's Cook missing.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Pass to Bowman. We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. Pass to Poole. Fires it up. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the pass to Davis. Over Green. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, because of his frame, Dwight Howard is so problematic for the defense, gets to the foul line.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. And the Warriors also making a change. Lee's checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And not doing anything to erase his reputation as a shaky free throw shooter. This game really only making it worse.
That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Four on the clock. Here's Bowman. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. Passes it to Davis. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers ahead, leading by 8. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, look, they turned the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Lakers leading by 8. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Davis with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Yeah, when LeBron James is fighting his way through contact, he makes it look so easy.
Here is Russell, following the basket by LeBron James. Green up on top. He's guarded by Davis. Green kicks to Russell. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Russell passes to Cauley Stein. It's stolen by Davis. The finish, and James throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And here are the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Russell, no good.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's great whenever Danny Green is forcing the issue. He puts the defender in a tough spot there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
Sometimes when a guy is the 46th pick, as Danny Green was back in 2009, he can become an afterthought. But what does he go out and do? In just his 5th NBA season, he wins a championship with the Spurs.
Both free throws good from Green. Warriors trail by 18. Timeout called the Warriors.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Warriors, 6.5 games behind them.
And seeing where the Warriors are, so far it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
And remember, this was a team that had talked about the importance of getting off to a quick start. This has been a worst-case scenario. Their confidence looks shaken. Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
On the wing, James, guarded by Robinson. Russell against Bradley. James kicks to Bradley. Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And stolen by LeBron. Hey, that one is his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with, his ability to change direction on a drive so quickly, incredible.
Russell passes to Robinson. Cauley-Stein dishes to Russell. There's the 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. James in the post. And no good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Golden State. They trail by 18. Free throw line jump shot. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Lakers the other way. Green finds James. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Goes up the baseline. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein. Los Angeles making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Burks, he's checked in for the Warriors. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Robinson kicks to Russell.
Get there.
Over Bradley. And that one's good. Russell's got 9 points.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
Pass to Daniels. LeBron against Robinson. And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, at this point, Kevin, with LeBron rolling, the #1 goal on every possession, get it to the king.
And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Drops in the tray.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first three of the night.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Back to Russell. Outside Robinson. Kicks it to Russell. Releases. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. 11 points in the game.
I'll tell you, D'Angelo Russell has tremendous game. This guy's superb at finding ways to capitalize.
James. McGee trying to break free. And another basket for the Lakers.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
LeBron against Robinson. Pass to Russell. The three. And the three ball is good. Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Over Russell. That one wide left.
That's a difficult shot, and if he could do it again, I think he definitely would pass it off there.
14 feet away, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, tremendous job on the pull-up jumper, right? D'Angelo Russell taking advantage of what the defense gives him.
LeBron against Robinson. The drive by LeBron. He gets that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for Troy Daniels. And Cook subbed in for Bradley. Free throw good, LeBron.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Davis. Second in blocks, 8th in scoring, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And as you said, one rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. And stolen by Kuzma. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And finished off by LeBron.
Now, LeBron James will inflict pain at the rim when he gets free like that.
Lee outside. The pass to Pascal. Golden State moving it around. Russell looking around. Passes it to Burks. Clock at 6. Shoots over Kuzma. That one off the back iron and out.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Cook, the pass to LeBron. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Guys, that's just superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. Dwight Howard's checked in for Davis. Free throw good, LeBron. Replay is always a good topic to talk about. Any changes, Doris, you'd like to see in the system or in the process?
Well, one of the beautiful things you have in the league is the opportunity in both Summer League and then also in your development league is the opportunity to put things in place. For instance, a coach's challenge has been experimented with at both of those different levels. And now the coach's challenge will be adopted and employed in the NBA. So I'm anxious to see how that plays out.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lee against Caldwell Pope. Bowman passes to Pascal. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here is Cook. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. Unloads from 13. Yep, that one goes in there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bowman passes to Pascal. Yep, that one goes.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Here is Cook. Pass to James. Chris with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Bowman passes to Burks. Chris with it. 6 to shoot. No good on that one. James with some nice D. Los Angeles leading by 23. Warriors with the rebound. Chris has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lee against Caldwell Pope. Chris pass to Lee. Pass to Burks. Puts up a 3. No good that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he knocks down the first one. Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Warriors making a switch here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And for the Warriors, they're shooting just 34% from the floor.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. Here is Cook. He's got 5. The feed to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
I'll tell you, the experience working to his advantage. Dwight Howard draws the contact, able to finish it. Nicely done.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
Definitely not making the most of his chances at the foul line.
Omari Spellman has come in for Marquise Chris. And that one falls for Howard. Golden State's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now the pass to Bowman. Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
To the paint, here's Pascal, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
This guy is a high flyer, I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Passes it to Green. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Good D by Lee. Warriors shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Pascal's shot is off. Lakers leading by 23. Outside, Green. 17 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Feeds to Howard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Howard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, guys, the powerful physical frame of Dwight Howard, so problematic for a defense.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Warriors, we've got Lee, and it's Bowman in at the point. Lee against Dudley. Lee passes to Poole. Over Caldwell Pope. Poole no good. And for the Lakers, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Here's Poole. Rebounded by Dudley. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Daniels, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Warriors shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post. now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Warriors. He's perfect from the line this time. A lot of people look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. The Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Lee outside. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. That free throw, no good. And the Warriors making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And he's good on the second. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansion cities?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there, you're correct. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Bowman. 5 on the clock. To the inside, Cauley-Stein. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Caruso. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Outside Robinson, to end the drought. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Daniels with it. Robinson on him. Daniels kicks to Dudley. Pass to Caruso. Howard against Cauley-Stein. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Lee left side. Doris, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Chris is checked in. Good on the second free throw. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And here's Daniels. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That free throw good from Daniels. Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
2 points, that one goes.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Caruso looking for an opening. The pass to Daniels. Launches a three. Good on the triple.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, Greg, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Here's Chris following the three by the Lakers. They get it back.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors. First one falls for him. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Bowman passes to Chris. Offensive rebound. Here's Spellman. Outside for Robinson. Passes to Spellman. 5 to shoot. Down low. Tries it again. McGee with the block. Here's Caruso. Guarded by Robinson. And that one's good, Caruso. Here's Lee.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Chris kicks to Lee. To stop the run, Spellman with the bucket. Here's Caruso. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
Shooting two.
No good on the free throw. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the second free throw, good. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Caruso, the pass to McGee. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports, worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Caruso. Just 4 to shoot. The tray. The Warriors pull it in. Bowman. He's guarded by Dudley. That's tipped. Here's Caruso. He dishes it to Dudley. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. With his first shot attempt, and he drops that one in.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Bowman passes to Spellman. It's good from in tight.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Caldwell Pope on the wing, covered by Lee. Caldwell Pope outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that. It
does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.